Shameless.
United in the Europa League, Europa League. We tell them one time and we say Europa League. Europa.
Man United 1, Real Betis, Real Betis 0. Talk to me. What do you think about that game?
Coming into it, we knew it wasn't going to be like a tactical masterclass or anything. 4-1 up, just have to see it out, really. Just see the leg out. And it was honestly chaotic football. Like that 90 minutes, aggressive from both teams. I thought Rashford might get booked or might get sent off at one point. But for me, it's Facundo Pellistri, man.
Is that the positive that you take out of that game?
It's one of the positives, and the fact that we didn't concede, clean sheet. One positive for me is like with Pellistri, you come in and when you get an opportunity, you have to take it. In a team where nobody's spots are really cemented in that forward line because, you know, it's interchangeable. Especially with
Garnacho gone now as well.
With Garnacho gone, Anthony's still here, obviously, but like Sancho, Bruno can play on the right. Facundo Pellistri, for me, every time he does this good thing where he darts down the line and can put a good ball into the box, and I really thought he created some good opportunities, and he picked up a yellow so early in the game, and he managed to see the game out.
Look, yellows are all worn out now, so the yellows will not follow them into the next game. Hopefully we get a favourable draw, but like looking at Man United in their approach to the game, Casemiro gets out of the game, no yellow as well, and so does Bruno, so he'll be fit and available. You saw the Casemiro-Sabitzer relationship. What do you think of that?
I think once Sabitzer came on, we looked a bit more energetic in that final third. For me, the entire game, the final third, we were not really doing anything positive with the ball in terms of creating opportunities for one another. It seemed like everyone was trying to create opportunities for themselves. We saw selfish. That way too many times. But Sabitzer, for me, you see the difference in quality between him and Fred, because similar to Fred, he gets forward a lot. He's very electric. He gets in the right positions, but also he's got a better eye for goal when he gets forward. He had a few shots on target, and for me, it was about 20-something minutes that he played, and we wanted to see that Casemiro sitting deep and Sabitzer getting forward, and we saw it in this game. For me, Casemiro was playing smart because he knows A, this is his last game in a long time. B, he can't pick up another card. And you saw he was not really playing like the Casemiro that we used to, the ones that...
Very pedestrian from him.
Very, very like steady Eddie. Steady Eddie vibes. And I like that. I respect that, because for me that's professionalism, because it's a game where we're up 4-1. We don't need to be doing any of that recklessness. And we just have to see the game out, which he did very, very easy, very composed. And honestly, across the pitch, like... For me, Martinez, again...
Tells off Maguire today.
But that shows that he's not scared to say anything to anyone. Like, that just shows, like, and I respect it so much. For me, he's brought so much into this team. Like, every time I talk about him, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe we've got him.
I wanted to talk to you about Rashford's performance today, because you said Rashford doesn't look like himself, but then Rashford has that thing where he hasn't scored a goal in 2 games, and that now is a long time for Rashford. That's a drought for Rashford. Talk to me about Rashford's performance today.
Similar to everyone else, like I think there was the one altercation he had with the Real Betis centre-back. He just seemed like he seemed like throughout the first half he was on edge. Like, I don't know if he was angry, I don't know if it was the physicality coming from like the Real Betis players, but he just seemed like he was really like putting his body into stuff, like he was trying to pick up a card, or I don't know what it was. And also he wanted to score. You could see it today.
Absolutely.
2 goals for him this season, 2 games this season is a drought for him.
Isn't that positive? Seeing that he was so desperate to score, Sky's one.
Yeah, no, definitely. And even just before the shot, I said, oh, he's going to shoot it again. He ain't passing, because you could see Weghorst was getting frustrated sometimes where he's coming in off that left side and he's either coming in with his left foot or he's cutting in with his right foot to try to take a shot rather than crossing it into Weghorst. And he was taking shots after shots after shots. And like Aaliyah said, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. And that's what he was doing.
Try again.
And that's what he was doing.
So again, I want to talk to you about David De Gea today, because David De Gea made some big key saves, and I think he made 2 or 3 key saves today.
He did, but also for me, Real Betis were not a threat.
They weren't
a threat. I feel like they were more of a threat in the first leg, but we kind of shut that leg off. I think once we went 2-0 up, 2-1 up, and then it was 3-1 forward, we kind of shut that out. But in the first leg, they definitely threatened us a lot more going forward in terms of creating clear-cut chances for themselves in comparison to today. They could have had a goal today. I remember when it was Maguire trying to track back and
was it a Malacia Mad thing? That
Malacia Madness went backward, the ball went backwards, Maguire not quick
running
enough.
and treacle.
I can't criticise him for that because you know what you're getting when Maguire plays. Like you know what you're getting. But today, Martinez obviously was shouting at him, but he did a decent job. But for me, it's more so that the opposition were not that much of a threat. If this was the first leg and we were performing like this, I would have been a lot more concerned.
Are you worried about, again, let me just pick your man in the match, because well done for actually finding the positives in that game. But yeah, give me your man in the match today. Oh
man, for me, obviously people are going to, with pundits and that, going to give it to Rashford because he scored the goal. But for me, it's either, I would say, is Pellistri or Martinez. But I'm going to go with Pellistri because of, full 90 minutes, picked up a yellow card so early into the game, managed to see the game out without, getting the ref's attention at any point, and was really working hard. He was tracking back. He was taking the opportunity with his hands that Ten Hag gave him, and for that, I respect it.
Wicked. Let's end with our new thing. Let's go. Big up.